sir. Bad Speaker Podcast, man. It's your boy Shad.
It's your boy G Downs.
Hey, man, make sure you go out there, like and subscribe, you know what I'm saying, on YouTube. Make sure you follow us on Instagram at Bad Speakers Podcast. Make sure you check us out on Twitter at Bad Speakers. And also, you know, we're doing a little something on TikTok at Bad Speakers Podcast, man. But look, we got an ATL legend in the fucking building today, man. Look here, man. The heart and soul of D4L, man. Rest in peace, Shawty Lo, man. This man right here, man, goddamn saw spaceships on Bankhead.
On Bankhead.
You know what I mean? Done did a lot for Atlanta, man. We got Fabo in the building, man.
Ow! What it do, man?
What's happening? What's up?
Appreciate you pulling up on us, big dog, man.
Yeah, man. You know, I appreciate you guys for having me, definitely.
How have you been?
Man.
Let's start off there, man.
Never better.
Never
better.
Okay.
Great. I won't trade anything for the world.
I feel you on that, man. Nothing wrong with that, man. So what got you into rap? Like when you first started off with hip hop, what got you into it from the beginning? Let's start there.
I wasn't really rapping and stuff. I used to be singing and stuff. Like I always tell people nowadays or whatever, you know, these dudes, no, hold it. Nah, we was standing in front of people wonder trying to sing to them to get them outside. You know, I came from that generation. You know, where you be standing there, ooh, da-da-doo. I always wonder what happened to the other three guys when you finally got in. Right. I'm gonna holler at y'all in a minute. I appreciate that, man. But I came from that era right there, man, you know. Well, you know, you was singing and stuff. I went to prison in 97, got out in 99. Oh, wow. And, you know, it was like, I've been to prison for some of these little niggas got out of school, like, you know what I mean? Like, for real. But, I got out in 99 or whatever, and they were like, nigga, I don't want to go back to jail. So I hooked up with me and Dro was a group. And,
Young Dro?
Yeah.
I ain't know that.
Even though he ain't never said nothing about it, you know. I had to make my own way, you know. I was proud of that. I made Laffy Taffy sold 3 million copies. You know, anybody who I was in a group with, it surpassed anything they ever did anyway. So, you know, I felt like, you know, God is a hell of a son of gun. He blessed you.
That,
you know what I mean?
Man of that.
But that was the beginning of it. But that's how I got into it. I got out of prison. I used to be singing and stuff all the time or whatever. My little brother was like, we're going up to the pool palace or whatever, try to win this contest. I went up there one time and see I can get that little $100 or whatever. And I was just getting out of it. Now you got to think you can do it in 2 years. You just getting out of it like any dollar you can get without going back. You feel what I'm saying? And I just made it my thing, you know.
So fast forward a little bit. Where did D4L come from and how that got brought about? You know, how you get
I was already in the group. Like I said, I with Dro.
Okay.
I'm in the group or whatever. I just kept getting in trouble. Like if you know me, I'm from Bankhead. Like you feel what I'm saying? We don't look at it like we from Atlanta. We look at it like we from a whole different country. We got our own hospital, school, 2-3 gas stations. You know, you barely see anything past the blue flame until you 14. You feel what I'm saying? We live in our own world. You know, so you know, that's basically how I ended up back in Bankhead, back on the block. Hooked up with Shawty Lo. I was shopping with him, you know, like everybody.
Right.
You know, and we ended up chopping it up. You know, stuff wasn't going right for me. I kept getting in trouble, whatever. Lo was like, come up here. And R.I.P. Shawty, you know, he was just a good dude.
R.I.P. Lo.
That nigga stay in the trap.
Right. For real. What, if you don't mind me asking, what did you get locked up for to do them years?
Oh, I mean, doing the same stuff niggas do when they gotta eat. You get tired of eating ketchup sandwiches or you want to get something else, you know.
Right.
You'll take some chances or whatever. Me, I was the oldest on all sides. I ain't got no big uncle, no dad, and no nothing. It was just my mama and me. We were out to die, you know. And then 4-5 more came along, and you know, it's just too many mouths to feed. You feel what I'm saying? So you know, I got the same story just like everybody else. I just rather smile and kick it. But when you look at my record, you know, and look at the music that I was doing before, Laffy Taffy was the first girl song I ever made.
Right.
So that's just period. So when people looking at me like, oh, that's that nigga Fabo in the streets, nigga be like, oh, that's Fabo. You know what I mean? 'Cause when you see me on my live or whatever, you know, I'm in the spot, you know, I'm kicking it. All my family still stay on Bankhead, up and down. We ain't made it yet. You feel what I'm saying? So what you see me doing is the same thing I was doing back in 99. I'm walking out the house every day trying to remove my people from this situation. You feel what I'm saying? So me, I'd rather smile, kick it, make you have fun or whatever, but you don't want to see me if I'm not smiling, trust me. You feel what I'm saying? That's just what it is. But life take you in a different direction. So, you know, when I met Lo, Lo was just basically he was one of them big brother types. Like, you know, you didn't want to do nothing else wrong because I ain't really that. I grew up in church and stuff too, but what you out here, you know, this is what you got to do. You feel me? It ain't like you want to do it. You know, but when you one of the good ones, you know, you get caught up sometimes. So I felt like that was the situation with me. Lo recognized that, put me in the studio. He built the studio from scratch. He already had D4L was, you got to think, these dude was already terrorizing. Like, that's the word I want to use. You feel what I'm saying? I'm in high school and you hearing about stuff they doing at the club, stuff they did. But when you meet Lo, he was so humble and cool. And I was playing basketball and stuff. Man pull up to my house one day in the Denali. Like, boom. Like, I was playing
back
tennis.
then.
No, this is like when 2003, 2004.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
And he pulled up to my house in the Denali, like, man, I heard you be playing basketball. I was like, yeah, you know, I be playing up, you know, I'm like Dennis Rodman, but you know, I'm with it, cause you know, I come down, I'm you know, I'm basically the muscle. I'm coming out, you gotta fight with me. I'm gonna fight everybody on the court for him. And if you knew Shawty, how he played, he had to run the point guard. So he called him every five.
Oh, he would play?
Who?
Shawty Lo play?
Shawty Lo run the man, Shawty Lo run the point. And ain't nobody else running the point while he got his money out there.
Right.
Oh, I feel you.
Man, home gonna go get the nigga from the Charlotte Hornets. He got a nigga from the Chicago Bulls.
Yeah.
And then my homeboy went to school with.
Got
So
when you met him, D4 was already formed a little bit?
I mean, they was already an entity, bro. Like, you got things, man. Like, this, I met Shawty Lo in high school. I'm in high school. Home got burnt orange, Monte Carlo, something like that, Capri Class, something like that, whatever it was, a bowl when the Bubble Out first came out. Yeah. Home got one of those at this time, burnt orange with the rims on it. Boom, I'm playing tenor and drums. You know, we go up on the top of the hill at Archer High School. We sitting out there, whatever, you know, playing drum. And Home ride by, he stopped the ice cream truck, whatever it is, you know, that a high school kid, he dropping shoes off. So he been that dude. And then he used to throw these tournaments or whatever. So the reason why I think D4L were able to thrive, because you got to think we from 5 different projects. So you got to think, Mook be from Harry Home, Bowen Home. I'm from Bankhead, Colden, Perry Home. Shout out to them from Bowen Home. Like, you know, we all from different places that been beefing with each other forever. Like, I'm quite sure we all got friends that done lost on East Side. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, Home already had this going. Like, I was like a draft pick. I came from the Raheem the Dream and Dro them situation. Got out of jail again. You know what I mean? Yeah. Ended up there. He put me with Mook B. Mook B, he put me out the car wash or whatever, because, you know, I was Fabo. Right. I hooked up with K-Rap. Me and K-Rap went in the studio, made Laffy Taffy. Like, you know, Lo had the studio there, so you always could go in there morning, noon, and night. Like, you know, we had a key, so you can always get in at 1 in the morning.
No, before Laffy Taffy, Betcha can't do it like me with the
we was already hot in the street, Lo had went to jail. Stuntman, shout out to Stuntman, kept the lights on, you know, because
y'all was out there still.
Yeah, you know, it was a lot of, like I said, it was about 1,000 of them niggas before I got there, bro. So, you know, I just kind of fell right in the bunch because I'm that tight. You feel what I'm saying? And, you know, it worked out. You know, for some people, it probably wouldn't have worked out. But, yeah, we was out there for a whole year. And Lo had went to jail. And so we didn't know what to do, but everybody in the street knew we were coming. You feel what I'm saying? But everybody doing the dance or whatever, boom, I go to jail again.
Dance. Yeah. What when y'all recorded Betcha Can't Do It Like Me, did you know that was a hit?
Nah, I was riding around and I don't know if you remember when they had them Pacifica. Like everybody had just started riding in the rental car.
Yeah.
So, you know, whoever the big homie was, he kept him a Pacifica or something. Yeah. And me and Lo riding in the truck, we were jumping out, boom, boom. We was already doing the dance to the I don't know if you remember the song I had at Libra. The welcome to the Libra.
Yeah.
Where it goes. Yeah. But it was at the Palace first. Before I met OJ, that's a whole nother story, right? Before I met OJ, it wasn't no Libra version. It was just the Palace version. To the Palace, where it goes down. Heaven, we was already gonna do it for me. We was already snapping in. And then we went on the road with Franchise with the White Tee. They jumped off. And then we made the Bitch Can't Do It Like Me because, you know, we had came off the road with them. And we just felt like we needed our own thing. And the Bitch Can't Do It Like Me came about. But, you know, like I said, I went to jail like twice in that little span. And when I got out, I was stuck. So when I went to jail, we had just did John Burst Off Day, a couple of more events or whatever. You know, we was already just in the street. Like, You already see me in Low Central Station, you know, anywhere. You can see D4L anywhere.
How the other members in the group doing now? y'all still
yeah,
talk,
everybody
connect?
good. Everybody good. If you don't see us on the news, we good.
Right.
So who actually made it up, man? Was it y'all or the franchise boys? Was it both, kind of?
Which you mean?
The dance.
But this is the thing that everybody got to realize. First of all, what you seeing me do, you gonna try to do to the best of your ability.
Facts.
How do you do the Fabo?
I can't do it. I get what you're saying.
Give me an interpretation of what you would do if you had seen it for the first time. It'll be some with them, some what you see everybody else doing.
Right.
That simple step that I would stop in.
Yeah, snap and rock.
You know, I transformed it over time, you know, because I had to. Once people started doing it. I was on the road with them. Right. So anything, okay, put it like this. If you run into, don't talk to us. Let's just kill the conversation. You do it like Parlay.
Because I remember I seen you and Parlay having a discussion.
Don't talk to us. Don't talk to us. Go talk to people like Baby Jade. You know, talk to people like just anybody who's around us at the time that they were doing white tea and they already had a video that they filmed and going home with 1,000, 2,000 people.
Yeah.
You know, before they went back and did the one that they buy their cell phone. You know, Jay signed with JD and they doing the dance or whatever. Just go check the first video. You know, see if they doing the dance. I always tell people, franchise with one song in front of Snap Movement. You feel what I'm saying? They jumped it off for that side. Nobody went. T.I. already was, you know, popping and stuff. But if it went for franchise, none of us would have got a chance. I was on. If I wouldn't have never met Pimpin', I probably wouldn't have been as hot already because I was already on the remix with Pimpin', the Money song.
Right.
And then I jumped on the front street. Well, you got to think I'm coming out of the group. I'm already hot. I was on some radio with Pastor Troy and Drum. I was already like that nigga. Like you just probably because I was singing all that gangster stuff. So I'm telling you, I hadn't made no girl songs. I'm just. If you go listen to every song, I'm killing a nigga on every song. I'm killing 4 niggas on every song.
Yeah,
you know. So when I made Laffy Taffy, you just seen a different side of me. But you heard a different side of me. When I got out from them coming to get me at the Dirty Awards, because like, just see, you know the story, you came and got me from the Dirty Awards. So bam,
y'all got the fighting?
Nah, that was later on. They just came got me from the Dirty Awards. That was the first time they seen like anybody seen me, like because I was on the run.
Gotcha.
And when I got out, you know, they had incorporated my music that I already had with the D4L CD because D4L went in the group. We was all solo artists. But when we jumped off, it just happened so quick. Let's put this album together. And I got locked up, so they put songs on the album. You know, everybody Shawty Lo on the man. Everybody had their solo song on the album stuff. I had the Scotty. Moopy had the Shit Me. You know, I was already on the Front Street Whoa or whatever. That was already popping. So that's why I say, you know, it wouldn't really, if you knew me, I'm just the only one out of all of these niggas dancing. Like, it wasn't nobody else dancing.
Everybody
like,
start trying though.
No, what I'm
like, I'm talking about with the group, like in the video.
Bro, like, if you an Atlanta nigga, you were going to 112. Nigga wasn't doing what I was doing.
Nah, they wasn't doing that.
Niggas got dress shirt on with dress pants on.
No, I'm saying
anywhere else you go, it was Young Jeezy and Gucci. You getting money over here. Well, you spending. The chains had just started coming out, the jewelry. Who was dancing with Meech Dims in the club? Come on, bro.
Nah,
Meech Dims walking around. We came out right there. Jeezy put us in the boom, boom, clap. Boom, boom, clap. That's when you first seen us. Period. You feel what I'm saying? So, franchise on the road. These folk already on the road. They, you know, boom. So when we catch that buzz, somebody talk, well, them boys coming up, you know, because we was already having that friction. You know, people thinking we were beefing or whatever, but it was just like we felt like we was on the road, y'all. You know, we supposed to get, but we didn't know nothing about the business at that time.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? And we just felt like, well, we ain't fucking with them. We gonna do our own thing, and we made Betcha can't do it like me while they was on the road promoting white tea. Low get locked up. Betcha can't do it like me. Stall out for a long time. You get the Yin Yangs with the whisper come out with it in the video. You get David Banner come out and you see somebody doing it in the video. So the dance was already brewing because people said the Betcha can't do it like me in the street. We just hadn't jumped off. Franchise come home, make the lean with it, rock with it because of the movement that's already going on. See, you stay on Bankhead. As soon as you come to the hood, but you can't do it. They see it in there where you the richer niggas in the hood. Soon you come back, this the craze. 6 more months we ain't popped off. So what happened within that 6 months in the dance just going? Yeah.
They had to jump
Every
on it.
group, anybody who, I'm quite sure if 2 more groups would have came out, that's would have been what they were doing. But just so happened, marketing geniuses behind the team that they had or whatever, they incorporated themselves in the movement, which was a brilliant idea. And they're my dogs. You feel what I'm saying?
And social media was heavy back then. Can you imagine that now?
I tell people,
like the same
I
access?
tell pimping all the time.
Yeah.
I tell parlay all the time. Y'all created the whole craze, that we was doing because it was all part of what we was doing. Mm-hmm. But as far as the snap movement go, it didn't start until the dance started. And y'all was already on the road. Like, so what you came home and started seeing residual, maybe you took it back on the road with you. I don't know what you did, but that's my granddaddy dance. So I was doing it in the pool palace. My partner Lil Boom was doing it. Mook B started imitating me and Lil Boom because he was running West Side Wednesday where he'd get up there and do this whole monologue and stuff. You had K-Rab, who you had to beat. Who else I beat every week? Like, Yola was in there. I just don't give up. All these songs y'all know. Do it. These dudes up here trying to beat me every week. I'm and the song I was singing, you don't even know it. Like, I'm up there if you're down on your luck, say, oh. If you're smoking on your only new pole or your last bag of dro, you're the one I want to hear say. Whole club, oh, you got the whole club saying this every week. You got to come in here and beat me. Mm-hmm. And, Lo seen that early on and snapped me out the club. And
he seen the wave.
Through that, you feel what I'm saying? It just blossomed. So, I was always around. We was always around. So anybody who was doing the dance, anybody who seen, you had seen it for so long, maybe you did think you came up with it.
Yeah, I mean, starting off as a single, like what made you just be like, all right, I'm going to go ahead and rap. And let me ask you, I got 2 questions for you. What made you rap? And do you write your raps or do you freestyle, bro? Because the way you talk,
both.
I feel like that's the way you rap.
Songs like Tatted Up, I come in that tweet.
Man, I forgot about that.
Yeah. I come in that tweet. As soon as I walk in the door, like, money getting changed. Boom, boom. I go in the booth, I can't even start looking in the sky. I walk in the booth, and it's coming. As soon as I walk in the booth, I know Martha. As soon as I walked in the booth, I did that. I was singing that. Like, as soon as I was singing it from something else, I came outside. Yeah. So I came in the booth, and I was still singing it. It was just funny. And so I kept it going on the song or whatever. Yeah. Somebody took a Genius, which was a Genius move. I don't know who was the engineer that night. He took it. Next time I heard it, it was in the end.
Gotcha.
And, you get that classic. So stuff like Laffy Taffy, I sat down and I think I wrote that. Me and old girl was sitting there. I was doing shake that Toosie roll or something at first, some other stuff.
Do you take pride in your rap, bro? Or you care about how people like look? Because they see they see the energetic Fabo, but it's like, it's an artistry to every artist. And the type of music you made, a lot of people didn't respect the down south lyrics and stuff like that. So
I ain't never look at it like that. When I'm eating ketchup sandwiches, I don't give a fuck what you think or anybody else think.
Right.
That's the point that I'm saying. Nigga, if you gonna come feed me, shut the fuck up. You ain't gonna feed me, shut I don't know you when I'm sitting in my closet going, you think I'm thinking, what is this nigga gonna think who run this media outsource? Nigga, fuck you. Yeah. That's how I felt at the time and still do. You feel what I'm saying? And I just think, the same way you look at anybody. I went to Japan. I practiced dancing so much. Now you see me. Now who made this up? So when people say the question, I turn on my Instagram and you see unbelievable stuff that I'm doing now that you still ain't seen nobody else do. And stuff what I did at the One Music Fest, stuff where I stand on my toes with the red pants on, the meme, all of this stuff. So you don't have to ask me who came up with it because you can clearly see who evolved and still doing it. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. And I just say, when I'm making music, I'm just telling you about what the fuck going on today. I'm geeked up, I can't see. Yeah. All the walls keep looking at me. You get like that sometimes.
That shit was so hard.
Because niggas being so superficial, you forget what real is. I'm just telling you what the fuck I did today. I ain't did nothing extra added on. I ain't got no chains on it, no Maseratis on it. I'm gritting my teeth. I can't sleep. I can't eat. I'm telling you about my... So... That's what make me different. I'm giving you something that you can relate to. You feel like you is me sometimes in the middle of the night. Right. Everybody ain't got no Maserati. Everybody ain't got 6 or 7 chains. Everybody can't rap, word for word what you're doing and feel like I can relate. I want to, and that seemed to be the new thing. Like that's why you get cloud chasing. Keeping up with the Joneses, like
now with the when y'all came out, I remember during that time Shawty Lo had like the Raw Report DVDs and stuff like that after the movement D4L had. I remember him saying that he didn't want to go that route. Was that true? Like, far as the Laffy Taffy and stuff like that?
Nah, bro, you got, like I said, Laffy Taffy was the first girl song got made.
Right.
So it's just me in the studio clowning around with some girl.
A hit.
Yeah, but before that, we got a whole D4L CD before that. You know, where we going, where I got the Ride Roll single. We gonna ride, we gonna roll, fuck the security guard, perish the dope. Like, we was on that shit. We gonna tear this motherfucker up.
This mixtapes in the street.
Yeah. Nah, this was an album. Like, this was where the Betcha Can't Do It Like Me came from. Like, we, right after that, we put the Betcha Can't Do It Like Me out as a single. And, you know, so that's what I'm telling you. Everybody in the studio, don't put that shit out. What the fuck going on? And so when I was locked up, some kind of way it ended up on the CD. And when I got out, we would be performing, and just, this is, you know, when we perform, you got to think, when you rap to these dudes or whatever, you know what I mean? Some of them going to buy CDs, some of them going to support you, some of them going to help put you on. Some of them can rap too, you can put them on, and y'all going to go together. 9 times out of 10 is them females who gonna
take your shit up.
Who gonna show up at the show, fall out for you, cry, have their cameras out. You know what I mean? And I think that was more where it started happening. We get to the show and we get up there and I'm Elvis Presley, Michael Jackson gyrating. That's how I feel, you know. And once that started going on, I'm looking for music. And back then I was like 234.
Yeah.
No, I was 175.
You know, 234. Man, where the hell you get this energy from, bro?
Nah, man, I mean, you know, when you come from nothing, bro, you just, I see people, he on some dope. He got to be on something. I woke up like this. I woke up like this. You know? I had some help along the way.
Right.
But, you know, it's just like everybody else. All the kids through college, everything, boom. You know, all the houses nice, all the cars nice. You know, the family right, team right. You know, and we still trying to, you know, see another day. So, I mean, everybody can form their opinions or whatever. It's just up to you to make the best out of it. You feel what I'm saying? And I like to make the most out of it too.
Where did $2 come from?
$2 is my name. You just know
what that mean?
Half of them dudes went to school with me. So when I got locked up, ain't nobody come and say, what you want to be called?
Right.
They just called me what they, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But my rap name was 2 Millie, $2. Okay. So anybody who know me was just, you know, the 2 Millie. I'm glad I didn't go that route though.
2 million.
I got feel you on that, man. So once the Laffy Taffy blew up, did you think it was gonna get to #1?
I didn't even know what #1 was. We didn't know what none of that was.
I mean, y'all didn't get #1 on hip hop. Y'all got #1. Period.
When
like,
we
the
were
white
#1
folks.
for weeks. Like, bro, like you Kanye West, Gold Digger, and
y'all knocked all that off.
It was just could never get up there. Or when the next week it couldn't get up there. The next week it couldn't get up there. We stayed up there for weeks.
And then it hit.
You know, I'm saying we was in the #1 spot for weeks.
Yeah,
we didn't just touch it and come out. It was up there for weeks. Country, pop, rock. Nobody wasn't gonna get it off and up there.
Yeah.
And we were going around the radio station. You #1. So you got a blunt.
So you didn't know what that meant back then.
We didn't care. Still, I mean,
that money was good.
You know, y'all represent something. Yeah.
Life is lovely. Life is wonderful, and you aim for that spot, and you strive to be #1 or whatever. But that's just my everyday attitude and my everyday go button. You feel what I'm saying? And thank God I hit that ultimate spot for you, where you thought I should have been. Where you thought the pivotal moment in somebody's career is that #1 spot. I hit it. Seamlessly. Like I wasn't trying to hit it. Like I was just living my life.
Yeah.
And it happened for me. You feel what I'm saying? I didn't know who was doing the promotion. I didn't know who pushed the button. All I know is I went around and I danced and I did 160 shows before you met me or you heard me. Wow. And then I did 1,000 more shows once you started knowing who I was. And then I met Shawty Lo and I did 100,000 more shows. And sooner or later, you know, Laffy Taffy came along and somebody said, hey, you #1. And I guess that comes from hard work. You feel what I'm saying? Yes, so if somebody trying to try to hit the #1 spot, you know, I would just say just work hard. Like I wasn't trying to hit the #1 spot. I didn't know what it was. I was just, you know, trying to get a world something I could feel.
Did being at the top, when y'all was at the top and doing like press runs and all that, did you like that lifestyle?
I loved it. I loved it. Every moment of it. I love it now. I love every moment of it. Like, it's just, you know, I've been doing it for 30 years. It's a difference. You feel what I'm saying? When somebody been doing it that long, I enjoy it every day. If you look at my page every day, you see me laugh. Bitch,
I'll be on that shit be funny as shit.
It's just that I save my energy.
Yeah.
You know, what you see is what I'm feeling in that moment. If I feel like laughing, I'm gonna laugh. If I feel like slapping, I'm slapping. You know, whatever the situation might be, you know, I'm gonna be that, you know, in that moment. I'm gonna be myself. So yeah, when the camera come on, I like to show you, you know, what's the best side of life every day with the best stuff that you can see. So yeah, you know, it's always been there, all the energy. And when I had the extra additives that once upon a time before I grew up, you know, I always tell people, I ain't gonna say I was happy when I went to read.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm talking to the folk like, yeah, I'm all right now. It ain't because I want to. No, I'm just playing.
Right. So who do Fabo listen to now, man?
I listen to everybody, bro. I just put my stuff on
You
the
messing with heavy, man.
Apple playlist.
Who in your playlist? Give me 3 artists.
Whoever they play in the top 100.
So you don't listen
That's
to
how you listen to it.
No, man, I listen to anything come out the A, you know. If I name one person, the other person gonna get mad. But you know, my little nephew Pierre Rod series, my son series, 8 letters, that nigga the truth. You about to start hearing him or whatever, you know. And like I said, man, if it come out the A, I fuck with it. Period.
You don't really have no favorite?
I got everybody my favorite. I like where music at. I love, you know, what Lil Baby and Thug and these guys have done with the auto-tune outside of T-Pain.
Right.
You know, his voice is like a musical instrument. Like, you know, when the man singing, I can hear an instrument playing at the same time. So I think that's evolution. And, you know, and then I'm working on my craft every day. I strive to, you know, be the best still. So, you know, I'm encouraged by everything I hear, too, coming out of Atlanta.
Gotcha. Was you... when y'all was making y'all run, did you ever meet somebody that you were starstruck by? Or somebody you were like, I can't believe I met such and such? Like, who you might have grew up listening to or, you know, athlete, anybody?
Hey, man, if I tell you a lie, you be mad at me. I think nowadays people look at it as like people always had the pleasure, like, boom. I stayed in projects, like stayed down in the hole. The dope nigga who was in my neighborhood, that was my hero. Big so-and-so, Lil what's his name? There, cause you wouldn't go out. Like everybody look at it like now you can go downtown, you can go to these places, you can go to these places. Back then, people still had that feeling. You want to go over there. You know, the folk gonna get you go over there. You know, you still had that stigma too. People still get beat up by the police. I got a knot on my head right now. You know, Red Dog jump out and they beat you up. So back then, you know, you wanted to be him. Like, I ain't want to be no Key Sweat, ooh, baby. I mean, whoever you heard, you know, on the radio, because, like I said, man, you know, my mama had a couple of stereo players or whatever. It was hard. Like, you know, we ain't had no Nintendos till the second one came out, you know, all of that type of stuff right there. But, yeah, you know, I listen to Al Green and them type of people because my mama used to make me sing them damn songs to death. You know,
so
but
by the time you got up there,
by the time
you really wasn't starstruck
I ain't
by
meet
nothing.
no superstars. I didn't want. Now you can be in Atlanta and you can run into me at a store. You know, I'm always somewhere. You can be at the party and you can hit me on Instagram. I might meet them. What you got? You said buy some clothes or something. You know, it's easy to, you know, sell some cakes or whatever. You know, people, you know, got easy access to artists and stuff. But back then, I didn't know any artists. I didn't listen to the radio like that. Whatever my mama played, whatever the Liquor House played, because the Liquor House music be loud down the street. You know, if you stay in the hood, you got to think whatever they played, that's what you listen to.
What you listen
to. And then when Master P and all them niggas went going off or whatever, you know, that was around the time I started being able to go to Lennox, buy my own stuff from Towers, and you know, I go in there and get all the P stuff, whatever P dropped.
He was hot.
You know, whatever I would listen to Mystical, a lot of Mystical. Or whatever, you know, back then, you know, all of that stuff, Ghetto Mafia, you know, anything that came out of, I remember Thug Nation, all of them, we listening to them. Yeah. But I mean, you wanted, because that was when it was kind of jumping out, but Kilo, Outkast, like, you know, whoever came out of Atlanta, like, you know, because I wouldn't see them, but you got to think tapes and CDs, these niggas will be in your hood. Facts. Yeah. And you'll have these only tapes and CDs you'll have, whatever one Kilo dropped off. You know? And Kilo gave me this. He gave me this. Yeah. And I play it to death. Like, you know, and you ain't had nobody else. So I ain't gonna be one of them dudes that go, I wanted to be this nigga. I ain't I ain't want to be nobody but who I seen on that corner up there. Because I eventually ended up on it and ended up in prison. So,
Right.
you know, that was what my ambition was at the time. I got out of church and I'm like, well, I need me some stand.
I tell you.
I feel you on that.
Fast forward a little bit though. At the height of D4L, of course, rest in peace, Shawty Lo.
Rest in peace, Shawty.
When he passed away, how did that affect you all? And you know what I mean? At that time, what was going through your mind?
How does it still affect me?
Yeah.
Every day. Like, you know, well, I think for me personally, I just think I had to grow up, you know, because even though you ain't see me with him all the time, and even though I wouldn't, you know, I was always, you know, I'm at the house, I'm around, you feel what I'm saying? And even when I'm in Japan and other places, like, you call Shawty, I get in tight jam, call Shawty, you feel what I'm saying? And I just think for me, I had to grow up, like, to really grow up. Like, you know, now you can't pick up the phone and you got that lifeline no more. You know, if you mess up somewhere, this, that, and other, because, you know, I was one of them problem kids, and, you know, some may consider me still to be, you know, but I'm working on it.
Yes, sir.
But, yeah, for me, I think the biggest thing was I had to grow up.
Where was you at when you got the phone call that the tragedy had happened?
I think somebody called me at home or whatever, you know, and when I woke up, whatever, and I kind of, you know, sat there glued to the TV like everybody else in disbelief.
Rest in peace, Shawty Lo, man.
Shawty.
Rest in peace.
You know what I mean? Toosie Slide, Drake.
No, that's crazy.
How the hell did that come about? And I just all of a sudden one day just heard it on the radio. I'm like, man, that damn Fabo.
Yeah.
Like what? Like how did that come about?
Man.
What made you do it? And did the radio just pick it up or?
Nah, I was around them people, hanging out with them. Just now nowadays we want to say if I'm influenced by somebody nowadays or whatever. That was one of them times where I was with Chubbs. I was around, you know, and listening to the song come out, boom, all of that stuff right there. And somebody hit me on the phone, was like, yo, I got this, you know, track that I just did or whatever. I want you to check it out, blah, blah, blah. I think it said Sean Paul told him to hit me up from the Young Bloods.
Yeah.
That's my dog. And when he hit me up or whatever, I heard the track. Boom, when I laid the verse down, I tried to take it off. I was like, no. I was like, you ever heard Scotty? He was like, yeah. I was like, I got a different drive, dog. I was like, you know that Laffy Taffy and tatted up and all that. I was like, but in Atlanta, this that drive right here. This that drive. And we put it out.
So they knew it was coming.
Yeah, everybody knew it was coming because it was in the studios where it was being played. Everybody we played it for, and I gave it to Swamp Izzo. Shout out to Swamp Izzo. Gave it to DJ Jelly, and next thing I know, you know, where we at right now.
You talking about
radio.
You talking about Chubbs, Drake, right hand man,
yeah.
right? Wow.
Yeah, but I was around them. You know,
when everything was going on.
And that influence was just there. You feel what I'm saying? And you know, I was around that, and you know, I was in that vibe, and that song was hot or whatever.
Killed that shit, man.
I just wanted people to know, you know, I'm here.
Yeah.
I think that was what I was saying at the time. You're around all these people or whatever, and it's like, can you compete on this stage right here? Because I ain't seen you in a while.
Right.
It was like, put the track on.
Man, you killed that shit, man.
Any artists you want to work with now?
Yeah, everybody. I want to work with everybody.
Give me 3 artists, man.
Yeah.
I want to hear Fabo on the song with. I want to hear Fabo on the song with Lil Baby.
Yeah, I like Lil Baby. Lil Baby, good people.
Because of your energy, I want to hear you on the song with Young Boy. I think y'all are.
Yeah, Young Boy cool. I like Young Boy. I like Lil Baby. I like a lot of artists. I like Thug. I like Da Baby. I like Lil Key. Look at it. I like Slime like Shawty. I like man, I got so many artists that I like. You know what I mean? And listen to. I like Alley Boy. You know, Trouble. You know, I'm listening to anything. I like Trap Beckham. Trap Beckham coming.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't know if y'all know Trap Beckham, but Trap Beckham coming too, man. A lot of artists, man. You know, that I listen to and I love. Yeah. You know, I'm at all the ATL top 20, man. Shout out to Bishop and. You know, I mess with Tony Neal, all them boys. I try to stay in the mix. Ugly Money Nietzsche, all them boys too.
Oh yeah. I know about them. Yep.
So, do you got anything new coming?
I just did the Jetpack with Zaytoven. We got the video online right now. I got the Tiger video up. The Miss Bubblegum. It's got like 8 million views. I did the 2 Chainz video. The Know the Neighbors Know My Name. That just came out a couple weeks ago, and you can go catch me in the infomercial for that. you know, I got all the Crystal commercials or whatever, you know, because I was spokesperson with Crystals all last year or whatever.
Oh,
that's
what's up, man.
Okay.
That was up.
So yeah, you know, it's just like it's up, dog. I'm out here.
What made you start doing the comedy on Instagram?
Being in the house, just like you do on quarantine, bored, ain't got nothing to do. But no, man, I didn't know anything about the lives or nothing like that. You know,
You got to catch up.
I'm old just like everybody else. You know, I'm working what I can work. I can text and call on my phone. You know, but at the time, but one of my kids showed me how to work the live, and I've been talking on it ever since. I want to talk to somebody who ain't even here.
Well, that should be so funny.
Man, you be killing that shit.
Yeah, man.
Have you seen it like elevate your social media while you been doing it?
I think getting in the clubs and, you know, I'm always doing shows and stuff. Like you always see me in a packed house. But
right.
now when I get there, it's a whole nother element. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, you know, come here. You know, you ain't doing nothing. So I got like 7 sayings. I'm buy you a 3-5, nigga. So I think that's a joy. Because everybody always saying, oh, you make another song. I did 3,000 Crystal commercials since then. You know, just like different stuff. You know, if this ain't working, you know, you gotta don't put all your eggs in one basket. So,
do you still, you know, like kick it with the members of the group still, like Stuntman?
I fuck with Stunt. I fuck with Stunt. Yeah, mook around. Yeah. Okay. You know, I was just gone so long, bruh. Mm-hmm. Like I left D4L as a member in 2006. Oh, you left? I was gone. I was in Japan. I was tripping, bro. I was tripping. They couldn't wait on me.
Damn. What made you? You don't mention that.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, you got to think. I'd have been in prison 6 years before that. You know, like, man, you know, I'm still young, bro. Like, you get somebody a whole bunch of money like that they already ain't got their head on straight. You know. And Lo, he was always in my ear, bro. I was on some other shit, bro. I wanted to do my own thing, and you know, I was tripping. I was tripping just far as, you know, when you've been on the street for 27 years and you just been messed up, and somebody said, here go a big old bag of money. I was still making music. You heard all the music. I ain't never stopped making music. I go in the studio and do the 6-7 songs, then you couldn't find me for 4 days. I feel you. So I ain't never messed with the music, but you know, I just felt like, you know, I just wanted to do my own thing at the time. I ended up on a plane. And I was gone in Japan, Germany, Italy. You know, you get to see in the world or whatever. Yeah. You got Lo to my I'm finna do I'm doing a video next week called The Dun Dun, and I need you here now.
So I remember you said it a couple times, like you went to Japan. What made you want to go over there? Like,
they booking me for shows.
In Japan?
Yeah. I get booked all over the world. Man. Like, you got to think, bro, like, whereas you nowadays, you don't remember because you may be young. People was fantastic before the internet came along. And we had MySpace when I think we was popping. But I think the internet made everybody go to a 15, 30-second format to where you done forgot the niggas that was just, I had 6 songs in the top 10. I'm one of, you know, 6 artists to have a number 1 song to be named in the number 1 song. I'm one of 1 to be named in more than 1. You know what I mean? I don't think you look at it like I look at it too sometimes when you sitting around in the same way you talk about Jordans, nigga talk about Fabo. Like I can listen to a song and hear the word geeked up and be like, oh, I was going to perform at the birthday bash. They come out there and run on stage like, hey, don't sing that geeked up song. Like you couldn't say geeked up because we all know what it meant. Yeah. But nobody else knew what it meant. And I felt like my uncle them smoked crack. So I smoked more weed. And I got a big old bottle right here. No nigga at the liquor store ain't never, you know, had them up looking today. So I guess I'm geeked up too. Yeah. And, you know, I kept saying it. And now, you know, I listen to every song that come on the radio. So you want to ask me what my influence would be is every song that come on the radio. Nigga, I'm geeking on the thing. Geeking, you can't even say that. And, you know, and to see that nowadays or whatever, you know, that was there back then. Laffy Taffy was so big, nigga, I walk in the club and bitches would fall out before I can touch the microphone. But I said that on the 85 South show, nigga went, oh, no. But somebody sent me a couple of videos since then. So I'm like, I remember that night. So you got to think that. I remember them days. Yeah, people were still passing out. Like, so when I went to Japan and stuff, I go out there, there's 5,000 people out there. Like, just as soon as I come out there, I'm looking for Mr. Bubblegum. Like, they couldn't speak no English, but they'll sing every word of that.
Yep.
How was that experience then over there?
Great, man.
Was it culture shock for you, or was it easy?
I was the taller dude there.
Everybody short.
Except for the basketball player. I was happy to see a basketball. What's up, boy? What you want to drink, boy? He said that about the ball, boy. I won't even let him go home. Come on. Nah, man, but I think it's dope, man. You know, if you ever get a chance to go over there and experience it, you know, it's dope. You know, anyway you leave from here, bro, you're gonna be happy, bro. You wouldn't believe. You feel what I'm saying? How they treat you when you get out the plane. It's a whole different society everywhere you go.
That's a long plane ride, though.
You doing any films? Something you looking into?
What?
Why you know you be acting?
Man, I did the Two Finesse with Zaytoven. I think I'm the director in there.
Okay.
Yeah, you seen the Two Finesse?
I ain't seen
yet.
it yet. I'm gonna check it out. Check it out now.
Yep, just came out.
Okay.
And,
it just came out. Okay, that's
yeah.
right. Yeah.
And I just won the Las Vegas Film Festival for Best Duo in a Film with Lil Proctor, you know.
Oh, damn.
And stuff. So, yeah, it's called B. So check it out.
Another avenue.
Yeah,
You
man.
got it in a,
See, I'm gonna tell you why you get in these interviews and it be like this. Because just like me, when I get in the car, my son's so hard. You want to listen to what I listen to all day long. It depends on who riding in my car. 'Cause all these niggas rap.
Yeah. They do.
That's true, though.
They do.
If this dude get in my car, you know, I'm just saying. So I'm just like you. You don't know what's going on. Let you look at internet, this, that, another. Or you personally like something. Like I just want to pick up the dirt stuff. I'm listening to the CD. I'm gonna put it in, let it ride. The whole thing ain't gonna take it out. You know, Baby King, I did the same thing with them. Like I'm just. It's hard, like, you know, sitting there listening to it or whatever, you know, just like, but, you know, when I want to hear something, I'm going to go look for it, buy it, just like everybody else. But as far as what we hear every day, that nigga who riding in our car, that we listen to every day.
Everybody rap, man. I hate to say it. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
And then all us spend 90% all day in the studio working with our artists. So that, you know, who you like? What that nigga name that was at the studio last night?
That's how it be though, man.
Yep.
I remember earlier you said that you and Dro had a group. Why did y'all break apart? Like, what was it? Was y'all just like, you know, creativity?
Man, I had just got out of prison for doing 2 years. That was it. Anything that happened with back then, I was happy to be home. So, nah, man, I was the leader of that group too. You feel what I'm saying? So,
was it you and him? Or
it was 3 or 4 of us. Like it was Drummer had went to prison. Drummer had the Left Right Left had the #1 song on the radio. We was the niggas that was sitting down waiting on our chance. And when he went to jail, you know, Raheem turned around and was like, y'all turn or whatever. Boom, we did the Type Flight Training Camp album, but look up the album or whatever. Hard album.
So all y'all with Raheem?
Yeah.
Okay.
Type Flight Training Camp album. I had the single on the radio. It's on the map.
Yeah.
With Drum and Pastor Troy. So, you know, me and Dro were roommates. And all of that stuff right there. Yeah, who Troy?
He was here last week.
Who Troy? Pastor Troy?
Yeah.
That's my dog.
Yeah, he was last
Joe's still my dog. That's my dog or whatever. I don't know what was going on or whatever. We were just young, man. I think Dro eventually ended up somewhere outside of the situation that we was in. Nigga walked in the door one day, and back then you used to have your records or whatever, the 12-inch. Mm-hmm. And you put your song on one side, and, you know, DJ be in the club, he flipped that bitch over, and your other song might blow you up. You know what I'm saying? And I think with me, you know, I walked in the office one day, nigga handed me a whole box of albums, and my song was on one side, and Dro's song was on the other side. And I was like, I would have pressed my own shit up. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the nigga was like, nah, it ain't nothing like that, Fabo. I turned around, handed the album to Dro. I was like, here, Dro. Dro like, man, you gonna do everything? I'll let you in a minute. I ain't talking to nobody else that since. I made Laffy Taffy after that.
Damn.
Like that.
Anybody, man, that heard D4L, but at least to me, knew that you was the star. Like, you could hear it, and it just, like, it was easy for you. Did you expect Shawty Lo to blow up the way that he did at the time?
Yeah, man. Lo a star anyway. Bruh, like,
I think he thought you was a star.
No, you got to think, bro. Like, it was a car. Like, Lo, I mean, you got the engine, you got the doors, you got the paint, you got the gas. Like, it's when you got 17, 20 people in there, whatever. Lo was the brains, he was the money, he was everything, you know. So he wasn't thinking about rapping or nothing like that. But like I said, nigga, you could have thought I wanted to be whatever you wanted to be, nigga, but when starting to see, baby,
you would've, bro. I think everybody.
That's how I looked at
no,
Lil.
but what I'm telling you is that you could have thought what you wanted to think,
Gotcha.
whatever. But somebody who's spending their money ain't got time to wait on that. You see what I'm saying? And ain't got the patience to wait on that.
Yeah.
So I think with Lo, because Lo wasn't rapping at first. Lo just always come in there and spit a couple of lines. He did something on Bitch Can't Do It Like Me. You know, that's my dog, man. That's my dog. We're like, we got 100 songs that ride around the cut. Listen to him. You don't think he gonna be you don't think he's gonna be serious about it. Yeah. But I think when he got serious about it or whatever, you can see it coming. And he had his own style, like, and the songs, everything he talked about was real. So if you was there, this shit was funny, because he's saying it, like, you know, and you like, man, that nigga, he's snapping, because you see how far he came to where he was, you know. So I think for everybody, bro, he was just so happy to see it happen for him. And like I said, with the stuff that we were spitting, you wonder why the songs that's still being played in the club right now.
To this day.
You see different variations of our songs or whatever that other artists come out and they make, you know, so just obviously niggas just can relate to that real shit. And Shawty was a real boss. And he came in that age where everybody was coming into that boss mentality. Like, I want to be a boss too. I want to be the big nigga. I want to wear a chain, you know. And now you see that influence. Like, I think Jeezy, Gucci, Shawty, OJ influenced the culture with the chains and everything you see right now, period. Like,
definitely new wave.
They pushed the issue with that because Shawty came out that one time, had a chain on, and T-Chain too, 2 Chain and T-Pain and all of them niggas, like, you know what I mean, 2 Chainz back then, he was a titty boy, but he was still pushing the issue too. Yeah, I mean,
I hear a lot of y'all music in the new artist music nowadays, man. I always looked at Shawty Lo like easy.
I knew Shawty was gonna be a star.
Nigga, man.
When Shawty said he was gonna rap, I knew he was gonna be a star. Hey,
did y'all push him toward it?
Man, did we push him toward it? Go on out there and rap your verse, man. They know, alone, I see, got that. Where was it? I think everybody knew his verse. But he went singing, bro. Like, he went singing. And when we finally got him out there, bro, he was enjoying it. You know, he already looked like every rapper. Like, you got to think that Shawty already had on all this sage jewelry, everything like every other rapper.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, I think we were so happy. You got, when you sitting, if I'm sitting around you every day and you're trying to paint a picture, you're trying to draw, or when you said that you don't really like this and we all can see, you got a little something in it. He didn't really want to be no rapper, but he already looked like him.
Yeah.
He go in the club or whatever, he don't want to stunt. But it's like, man, then they go there throwing a lot of money, shot him.
You gotta,
you know, it was in his nature, bro.
That was a good comparison. He was like Eazy-E.
That's how I looked at it.
He just looked like the
and then it's
rapper,
like,
man.
you know, you had Ice Cube, all them under here. Like, y'all were the different characters.
He was doing it for so long, like, bro, like I don't even think it really registered with Shawty, like, ever that he wasn't already a star. Like, you got, like, whereas you thinking, oh, Shawty Lo's gonna be a star. Like, to me, but you see saying, oh, I thought you were gonna be a star. Now I am a star.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I didn't expect Shawty Lo.
Yeah, you know, I did.
You did?
I've seen him in high school. That's what I'm telling you. Like,
gotcha.
He, in my mind, he already was Elvis Presley.
Oh, okay.
Michael Jackson. Him, Big Dick, Big Dave, Ernie Ben, Rodney Ben. You know, these real niggas on my side of town. Like, to me, you know, I'm striving to be him. I could never, you know, at the time think that I could be what Shawty Lo, you know, ever was. Because in the street, before I ever became a rapper or anything, anything I got, he already had. He already did it.
Oh, okay.
The community stuff you want to do. The community leader, the basketball tournaments, that's why I said, you know, earlier, the reason why we was able to probably mesh as a group is because Shawty had these basketball tournament where I seen this nigga all the time, like, what's up, bro? I remember used to be at the La Center or whatever. So we don't fight today because, you know, we did Shawty Lo tournament. So, yeah. So to me, you know, but to the world, you think Fabo, Chris Brown, this, Mike, you know, this, that, another. And, you know, I caught up with it a little bit or whatever, but probably didn't see what I wanted to see back in 2004 and 2006. But, I mean, God bless me to have another chance and to do what I'm doing right now. And I'm definitely blessed. But, I already knew. You know, everybody knew. But to me, I could never live up to what he had already done. So, to me, he was already that star. Like, and we were just pushing him out there to let you see it.
Gotcha.
Kind of like how in the hood, you know, you got the hood niggas that's the star already. They
Yeah,
already
he was
got everything the rappers already got.
Man, Shawty already had a run on every week.
Yeah.
He already had the cars with the rims on it. He already had the businesses, the houses.
I remember I used to see him at the Zone. Do you remember the Zone on Old Nat? Long time ago.
Nah.
Well, it's where.
I was in church. I don't know.
Oh, you probably locked up. Well, he used to come through there, bro.
He tried to get me in trouble. He tried to get me in trouble with the preacher. Nah, preacher. I don't know nothing about no zone. Pray for Jesus.
Yeah, he used to come through there, man. I didn't know who he was. But he always had a whole bunch of fucking man. I'm like, man, I don't know who this nigga is, but god damn. Like, and he was the guy back then, man. Like
Yeah, man. He let me stay in the base, man. Like, you know, I'm baby mamas and everything, man, but that's where I wanted to be at. Like, he up here every day, man. Don't get Fabo with that, man. Don't let him be in here playing around. Brother, everybody. I fuck with everybody. And, you know, I ain't from the apartment. I'm from the apartment down the street. So you got to think about that, too. Like, my baby mom stay with other people I know stay up here, but, you know, ain't got no business up here. Not especially after 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock at night. You know, it's time to go home. You don't never be up here, but I'm still up here. Staying up there, end up living up there, and the D4L shit came about.
So y'all in franchise, y'all never had no real issues before?
Nah, not right now.
Y'all from the same area.
Yeah. But
right?
I ain't know. I ain't know them like that, like, you know, but you got to think, like I told you, it was 1,000 niggas up there. You got several groups. Like, you got the Shop Boy, you got all kind of people that was there.
Yeah.
Like, everybody was there. And I think with franchise, or whatever, you got shout out to Hard Nard. You know, Hard Nard was a part of our crew, which eventually they was together, you know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
And so, however they expanded their situation or whatever. But I Hard Nard was one of the first people like, Lo, man, you need to fuck with Fabo. So he one of them niggas too. And I think with franchise, I had Yola, me and Yola were hanging together every day. So you see me, you see Yola. Or you see me, you see OJ. So whichever one, you know, with us together, Yola took me over to see Pimpin' Allen Temple. I went over there and recorded the Money Song in the house or whatever. Money Song blew up at the pool palace. Parlay must came home from school or whatever, you know, whatever situation was on. I knew him, you know, in the hood or whatever. I see him over there, fuck with him, you know, blah, 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 blah. See it come up to the studio every now and then, this, that, another, but, you know, no real relationship like that. When we did the Money Song, you know, I think Parlay eventually jumped on the Money Song because it was his song in the first place or something like that. And they made the white tee, and you know, everybody kind of connected like that or whatever. But yeah, that's we were just always, man. I'm teaching Parlay how to do the dance. When you said who came up with the dance, and somebody jump out of the car and pull out a tool on us or whatever, and put us in a serious situation. So ain't nobody gonna never tell me that didn't happen. And this nigga got robbed, 2 other niggas, you know, something else happened. Yeah. In that situation, I think sometimes when the internet stuff come on or whatever, you know, but I don't do it like him. He do it his own way or whatever, but he's still doing what I do.
Yeah, I had caught when y'all was talking about it on.
I sometimes I get caught up in them conversations and realize that that was before I learned how to use the internet too.
Okay, so you didn't really know what was going on.
Let me get my point across. Hey, let me tell my side. I was trying to think back then. He run into this nigga now and then. I see, but you know, we always talk. Probably always maybe booking me, helping me book shows. I've helped them too. You know, a lot of stuff or whatever. We partner. That's my partner. Pimping always been my partner. So yeah.
You said OJ name a couple times. What's you and his relationship like? Or how did y'all meet?
Yeah, I met streets. Same way. I met OJ. When me and OJ hooked up, we just started hanging out. Goddamn, OJ come park. OJ was one of the first nigga I seen with some 26s on his car, like something like that. And he come park in front of the studio. Yeah. Be happy when OJ show up, boy. He parked that thing up in front of the studio. He just had parked in the front. He all turn it sideways. Yeah. So ride by, you gotta see it. Yeah. You know, and we start come get beats from him and stuff like that or whatever. We're working on the whole first project and stuff like that or whatever. So, yeah. And all them first songs mine. I was doing tracks. The Scotty beat, all them tracks mine.
So you knew him way before all this shit.
He started taking me over there to the Libra. Then when I first seen Gucci come in there and take over the club, man, be on stage about an hour and a half. Nobody don't say nothing. Nobody say nothing to that man. He take over. Gucci status. He take over.
Dang. So did you see yourself? Did you see y'all blowing up at any point? Like you say,
like I told you, bro. Like before you know. I don't remember them before 2008. I'm just nah, man. Yeah. I think before now, you know, I didn't appreciate it to the point where, like you do, like
I'm a fan.
y'all were number one. Y'all was back then. It was like cool, you know, because I was still working through, you know, trying to figure out where my place was in the world and how I was gonna figure out my situation, you know. Whereas I had already left my situation with the group and all of that, and you still thought of me as the group because you ain't know what was going on. I didn't know that, you know. But I stayed out of it so I could, you know, you would never. Because there was no problem or nothing like that. You know, if it was a problem, you got people online complaining, no, it's going to be this or that. But it was no problem or nothing. It was just that, you know, everybody grown and you got other stuff going on.
Yeah, that makes sense, man. I didn't even know y'all had broke up or when you had left.
We ain't never really break up. It was never really a group. We was a collective group of artists that put songs on a CD because we had made the Betcha Can't Do It Like Me. Laffy Taffy blew up in the process. So the people you see on the Laffy Taffy song ended up in the group. But trust me, it's like 30 niggas that remind me every day. You know I was in the studio every day. You know, and they had to make sure you show everybody credit because, like I said, it wasn't just me. You know, and that inspiration and that vibe came from that room full of people sometimes.
Yeah. So everybody was solo artists.
Yes. Now everybody really solo artists and stuff like that. Low solo artists, Low and Stunt said they were gonna have a group. Mook B and Lamar, I don't know if you already knew Front Street and Mook B was already an entity. Like they had been together for years, already doing their thing. I was already in a group, so I didn't come right back. I just got out of group that didn't end like he wanted it to, so I definitely wasn't coming back. But I was just like the hottest little thing running up and down Bankhead or whatever with the music. Yeah. And, you know, Shawty Lo peeped that move and snatched a nigga up before anybody else did.
Did you ever get any label deals, like solo deals for yourself? Or
I got a deal after the D4L stuff. It just didn't work out. Like I was still on Mars. Like, you know, before you grow up or whatever, and you know, totally get out the streets and let the whole thing go or whatever. And like a lot of people don't like to sit down and get therapy or stuff like that, but I was one of the fortunate ones that had a chance to sit down and go, you know, get my situation straight. You feel what I'm saying? And you just realize you ain't got no uncles, you ain't got no daddy, you the oldest on all sides, all my little cousins and stuff up under me. I'm the first child everywhere. So ain't nobody pick up the phone and be like, yo, what's happening there, man? You know, the day didn't go good, man. You know, I need somebody to talk to. You feel what I'm saying? So back then or whatever, we ain't had that outlet. And I was just one of the fortunate ones to say, you know what? You know, I'm supposed to be rich and, you know, and that's when the money started coming.
So you very well, you into mental health?
I own all my masters. I own everything that got something. I'm one of the first artists like that, you know, a part of this generation that made sure
everything was
straight.
I think a lot more artists need to do that because these niggas
my situation
retarded right now.
The money. I was in the studio by myself when I wrote a lot of these songs. So
I want to ask you, man,
and did the track.
I want to ask you, man, because this is one of the songs that kind of like was a surprise, and now it's like one of the biggest songs, man. Scotty.
Yeah, Scotty.
Where the hell did that concept come from, man?
We had a slow version that, you know how y'all sitting around, you know, leave the club, 4 o'clock in the morning, you still over whoever house somebody sitting, I'm sitting on the floor by the door. Yeah. You got my baller right here, boom. And we had a slow version that had a little tape player back then, you know, had a CD player, but it was a CD player, you know, boom. And I had a slow version. I had did, what's that song? What's that song I had did for Young Money? You remember the song, Why Me Move 2-Step?
Yeah, Me Move,
yeah. That doom.
Yeah.
Hey. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I was doing them tracks. Like, those that was my track. Yeah. And I had, that night I did a slow version. I keep up the end of the Scotty with you. I can't make it on my own. And everybody's in the hood. Yeah. It was already singing that. And believe me, when I did the fast version of Scotty, tell me what happened, Blake. Like when I did the fast version of Scotty, everybody was mad.
Why?
Because it was a pill nation. It was a nation. Nobody ain't know about our whole culture back then. There was a whole pill culture going on there. Nobody wouldn't even acknowledge. Like that's why it's so.
It was taboo back then.
It's like a mom trying to keep her daughter, you know, in the house. And she get about 15 years old. She come home pregnant. You know, that's how Americans trying to hide that pill culture. And we popped out like, bro, you can't ignore us now. You know. Yeah. And I think in that situation or whatever, when my homeboy got killed. Got shot by 17 times. Damn. I came to the studio still hyped up over that shit in that morning, and you hear me all at the end of the song. That's how you can listen to the end of the song, you know. And, you know, I would high off that shit right there.
Did you expect it to take off like it did?
Yeah, the song was already crazy or whatever. I expect all my shit to take off. I'm the truth.
Fact, fact.
Ain't nobody never knocked me down. Nigga, I walked off. Every song I ever made, every word to. I ain't never made no bad song. You be like, oh, Fabo done fell out. Nah, all my music. So I'm the truth.
Did you know that the Jeezy remix was coming, or was that something that he just did on his own?
Just did on his own.
Damn.
My song was already hot. I was already
He had to get it. He had to.
It was already hot in the street. Like,
yeah.
If you in the club, if the same way Scotty play now in the club, it was playing then in the club. So Jesus was probably in the club one night and it came on like same way the DJ played now, they'll play it then. But I went hot, like that. The group was hot.
Yeah.
I was out there trying to perform on my own then, stuff like that. But you ain't know we went together like that.
I didn't know, man. I swear I didn't know. I ain't gonna lie, when I heard the song, I'm like, damn, this shit hell crazy.
I've been going since 2006, bro. I've been out here like this. Anytime you ever seen me at a show, whatever, D4L probably did maybe, the show when we was with Atlantic real good or whatever. You probably seen us, with the 5 heartbeats. I got nothing but love. Passing the mic back and forth. Yeah. But since we, I think once we came into stardom or whatever, I don't think we ever did really too many shows together. I've been really out here really on my own ever since 2006, bro.
Is it just hard to get y'all together?
Nah, it ain't hard to get us together. We did the Shawty Lo reunion. We did a couple of songs or whatever. It's just that, I wake up every day, smoke my own blunt. And, I pray the way I pray.
Right.
So
I feel you.
I let everybody else, pray the way they pray and smoke their weed where they smoke it at. And we go from there.
I feel you on that, man. What all you got coming up, man, in the future?
Right now working on Seafood Project. Seafood means master, teacher, all of that or whatever. And I got a few songs on there or whatever that's already floating around. The Jetpack was out the Seafood Project when that jumped off or whatever. I just did the You Married That. I think it's that. Me and Go Brittany on there or whatever. Okay. And we got a nice song on that bitch hard or whatever. But right now, Seafood Project. All the other shit that I got going. I got so much shit going on, bro. It's just like,
man, I be seeing you moving, man. I'm like, what's up, man? On Instagram, bro, I be goddamn dying laughing on that ground.
Yeah, man, I got so much shit going on, man. It's like, sometimes you just want to break. I feel you. Right. And then you wake back up and be like, nah, I ain't say nah. Ah, bitch, I'm down.
Yeah. How you, do you still get booked for a lot of shows to this day?
Yeah.
You ain't stopped yet.
Man, since the day you heard my song came out, I don't think I ain't had 3 shows a week.
Damn, for real?
Going.
Like, bro, just go on my Instagram, just scroll down, like I said, you listen to your little nephew all the time, your cousin and all of that. You don't really pay other niggas that much attention like we used to because if it ain't in the top 100, if it ain't the niggas that's on the radio all day, every day, then I'm only kind of paying attention to my nephew, my brother, and my little cousin them.
Right.
Because we working on their music. 9 times out of 10, I got something right here invested and I'm trying to see it through, So a lot of us kind of get, that ain't popping like that, kind of get, lost in the wind to niggas who really in the business.
Here on Bad Speakers, man, like I said, we appreciate you, bro. Like, we grew up on your shit.
Yeah, man.
I mean, you real icon, man, to us, man. You inspiration, man. We just thankful, man, that you still going, man. You just keep touching younger people, working. Young generation, man.
You gotta stay working, man. You gotta stay working, man. You never know when the bitch gonna get out and give me my money.
Hey, you want to tell the people your socials and all of that?
You can find all things Fabo, geekcity.com, GIKCITY. I frequent Instagram the most. I am Fabo, but everywhere. Instagram, Twitter, everywhere I'm verified.
You heard it, man. It's your boy Shad.
Oh!
We out of here, Bad Speaker Podcast.
We out of here, man.
Yeah.